Hey, I'm Kaevon, founder of Bells of Steel, a home gym equipment company. And today I'm going to be doing a AMA. We sent out a survey and said, hey, what do you want to know? What do you want to ask Kaevon directly? And now I'm going to answer some of those, not all 157, I think it was, but yeah, go from there. Do you have a beard care routine and also adjustable mace and flywheels? No, I don't have a beard care routine. Even back when I had my hair down here and my beard down here, it was just the old all-in-one, body and hair and energy drink formula, and just slather that on and go. I do, not to get too personal, but I do shower twice a day, so maybe that helps. But yeah, do that. And adjustable mace, we have one. It's going to be coming out very soon. So it's another collab product with Mark Wildman, who's a kettlebell and mace kind of master, really great coach. And so it's going to be launching very, very soon. He signed off on it and is just making some photos and content. For a flywheel, no, I've always steered away from those. I've never actually used one, so maybe I should try one out and get into it. But a lot of moving parts, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like a big flywheel trend when the first big one came out. I haven't heard too much about it since, but maybe I should reconsider. Can I please get a job and work for you? Yeah, that's the dream, really, to work for me. Yeah, we're hiring right now. We're usually hiring. There is on our About Us page a link to our HR email and any like job postings that we have. Usually a link to that. But yeah, we're always looking for people. So for sure, fire one over. It's a good place to work. Try and the kind of culture and foundations I've tried to build with that partner have been, emphasis on kind of work-life balance, and you get every other Friday off other than peak periods, and yeah, it's a good gig. Not too much turnover here at Bells of Steel. It's yeah, it's probably your dream job. Are you happy with your branding for Bells of Steel? Okay, so funny enough, did kind of like a branding survey and study maybe 1 or 2 quarters ago. We actually sent out a big email survey to our customers to get feedback on the name and the logo. And we're experimenting with maybe a new logo. I'm hesitant to change the name just because it's been 15 years, 16 years, and there's like a lot of accumulated brand and search data based on that name, Bells of Steel. It was kind of a random name picked back in 2009 or something, and when it was more focused on kettlebells. So it might be time for a bit of an update. I don't know. What do you think? Should it time for a name and logo update, or maybe just a logo update? I don't know. I'm always hesitant on this stuff because it's a lot of work, and I got to change a bunch of stuff, and I still like it, and it's got a good ring to it, but maybe, you tell me. Will the adjustable kettlebell go past 32 kg soon? So yeah, we've had a concept, a prototype for a few months now. Another collab project with Mark Wildman, and so he's been kind of testing it out and pretty much ready to sign off on it. But yes, it will be an extension all the way up to 48 kg with the same bell. And there is some minor details I'm trying to work out to make sure it's kind of the best product it can be. But yeah, it's I got so many products right now that are like so close to the finish line, and yeah, it will be coming. It will use the original shell. It'll just kind of extend it out. Why don't you ship to Alaska? Actually, we have, and we can ship to Alaska, Hawaii. Even right now, we got a quote for somebody to Thailand. So organically on the website, if you go to check out, no, there won't be a option to ship to Alaska. But if you just reach out to the sales team, yeah, we do. We have, and we can ship all over the world, kind of. But yes, we can We can do Alaska. It is a little tricky though. Why we don't do a lot of internet. It's not international, but why we don't do Alaska or international on the website is that it's hard to ship this stuff domestically in North America, but it's also hard to do like proper aftercare, right? If you need a part or going to do a return, it adds in some additional problems, I guess, trying to get things properly serviced. But yes, we can, and we do, and we have. Just reach out to the sales team or reach out to our support, and our sales team will follow up and get you what you need. What was the hardest part about starting Bells of Steel? Starting Bells of Steel was probably the easiest part. Just getting going. You just, get the product and start selling it. So yeah, it's almost easier than it is now where, we've grown to a company of, I don't know, 80 or 90 people now and a lot of moving parts, and things are almost trickier than they were at the beginning. But I think the hardest part about starting a company is probably just like the money you need to get, to buy inventory. And it's hard to get that financing from banks. You go to the bank and you're like, uh, I want to start this gym equipment company. And they're like, well, what's your collateral? And they're like, I don't know, $10,000 in kettlebells. Banks don't like that. They like real collateral, trucks and, real estate, stuff like that. So financing probably trickiest part. Um, Other than that, yeah, a lot of this stuff is easier at the start and gets harder as you go along. Even I think about now, like compliance, like there's so much compliance for, making sure that you collect and remit your taxes on time, like your sales taxes and payroll and all this kind of compliance stuff. Whereas back in the day, it was just get some kettlebells, get some bumper plates, throw them in the trunk of your car, list it on Craigslist, and away you go. When are you opening in Europe? Asking from Germany, Spain, Ireland, Finland, etc. Yeah, so we're working on Europe and Australia and kind of UK all at the same time, and trying to get our compliance set up correctly, be able to import, finding a good third-party warehouse to work with, because for those of you who probably don't know, Bells of Steel, we do a lot of our own internal warehousing. So we have our own warehouses and staff to manage and ship stuff, as well as some 3PLs that we work with. And it can be really hard. And for those of you who don't know, a 3PL is like a third-party warehouse. Basically, these warehouses that all their whole business model is just storing and shipping other people's stuff. And it can be, when you find a great one, it's such a great business like strategy, like to have somebody do that work and who can optimize it, right? Because these 3PLs are, working out of million square foot or 100,000 plus square foot warehouses, and they're efficient and they know how to do warehousing and logistics really well. But the downside is, so when we're looking, overseas and trying to find a partner, is most of these 3PLs, they want clients who are selling like t-shirts and like cookware and light, easy stuff to ship. And when I approach them and I'm like, hey, do you handle clients that sell, 500 pounds of products? A lot of them would just say straight up no. And then sometimes they'll get ones that will say yes. And then when you get your stuff to them, they're like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said yes because this is really hard. It requires, kind of different training and different equipment. So that's kind of like one of the biggest hangups right now is just finding a great partner, great 3PL to work with, and getting it right the first time. But yeah, it's like I'm working on it every week, and hoping to set up soon, as soon as we can, basically, just as soon as we get a good partner and get our compliance set up, and away we go. Are you working on a landmine rowing platform? I'll leave out the derogatory marks to our competitors, but no, I'm not. I've seen them before, and I've always not thought too much of them, but maybe to put it on my to-do list, which is, it's a long to-do list right now. We got a lot of products we're working on, but yeah, if you think it's a big opportunity, I've never trained with one actually. I've always done landmine rows just straight off the ground. I mean, I'm missing out. Any plans for smart portable home gyms um, like this competitor that's out there? I the only smart stuff that I really toyed around with is I met this vendor a few years ago who was selling this smart weight stack pin with smart weight stack stickers. And what it would do is you would take the pin, you would put your stickers on your stack, whatever you have, a cable tower or lat pull down, and you put the pin in, it reads what the weight is and counts your reps and puts it into the app. I didn't explore too far with it because the app was not good, basically not usable. So it would basically take, having to completely redesign an app or create an app, which I've always shied away from. And then I've been toying around with like a little bit of, getting into like some sort of like smart training program, like AI. I use AI a lot in my day to day. But no, I'm kind of maybe I'm gonna go the way of the dinosaur, and everyone's gonna be going into these like tech, resistance stuff, and I'm just gonna be slanging free weights still. But I don't. I mean, it's definitely like that shiny object. Like you see all these startups raising tons of cash and doing it, but um, I don't know. I don't know where the future lies for that. I'd certainly be interested in it, but it's a big project, and I gotta say, I feel like in this tech enhanced world, of AI and the internet and all this, I still feel like the gym is just that analog feeling, that steel, that iron. It's still like the best way to go, but maybe one day. What's the ETA on the 3x3 all-in-one trainer? Yeah, well, a lot of folks asking for this. I actually have my first prototype coming in. It's on its way right now, and it's got a few tweaks. I know we've done some QC on it and checking already, and there's a few changes I need to make. But I would say I wouldn't be surprised if we get it out this year, November, in time for kind of Black Friday or maybe even earlier. Um, the all-in-one trainer is, it's one of our best sellers. Same with the cable tower. We have a 3x3 cable tower coming out, but we're trying to make sure that we get it just right. Anytime any of our products that are cable, there's a lot of things that can go wrong with cable machines. Cable wear and tear, and assembly and all this. So yeah, really trying to dial it in and make sure that we've got a great, durable and useful product in the end. But I would say, yeah, say November. Don't quote me. All right, I hope you enjoyed this AMA, and leave a comment below that I could use in my next one. That would be helpful too. Then I don't have to send out an email survey every time, or probably do. But yeah, leave a comment below with anything I maybe missed, and I'll even try and answer in the comments too. So again, I've been Kaevon, founder of Bells of Steel. If you want to get any Bells of Steel gear, click the link below and let the gains begin. I'm Kaevon, founder of Bells of Steel. I hope you love that video. And if you want to check out any more of our products or follow us on social media, click the links below in the description and let the gains begin.